It's your girl Kundalini Goddess. I'm coming at you, starting my brand new podcast. Okay, what we're gonna do in December is the 12 days of Christmas, so it's gonna be all things sensuality and spiritual. That will premiere for the first 12 days of December from 12 a.m. until we get done, until the party is over, because it's Christmas and you deserve this. Okay, so those y'all that do not know, I'm a Reiki healer, psychic medium, angel card reader, and today I'm coming at you with a little bit of a channel message through cards. And Spirit just gave me something right before I got on. So my kids love next gen, and so that's kind of the channeled vibe that I'm getting right now. For those of you who have children and you've watched Next Gen, you know that when you look at Next Gen, you see where the girl is just not happy where she is. There's robots everywhere, and she finally befriends this robot, but it's hard for her to let this robot in because her emotions are still stuck in the things that happened in her childhood or earlier childhood, right? And so I thought it was interesting because it goes along with the cards. So I pre-pull. The first one we got is Joan of Arc, which is the voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release fear of persecution, and speak your truth, right? That is from the Keepers of Light Oracle. Okay, and then we got the Angel of Innocence, the Fool. So I feel like there are a lot of us who are going to speak our truth, and we don't care who likes it or not, okay? Just like whatever, this is my truth. I'm walking in it. I'm walking in my power. And I love that. Something that I had to do a little different because I don't really read traditional tarot. However, I had a friend who made this deck, right? Check her out. I will put her stuff in the description box below, but she is fucking amazing. And what I loved about this deck was the representation of people that look like me in this deck. Like the representation was so royal to me, and it made me want to go get the deck, and I did, and I'm so glad I did. So the last card is this card. This card is the Page of Swords. So it's basically like, okay, I'm gonna speak my truth. Like I'm just stepping out here, I'm jumping off this cliff, right, like the fool, right? But I'm ready to go into battle. I'm ready to go in a battle because I'm sure I'm going to win, right? And I love how it looks like he's throwing up the peace sign and his enemies like, I got this, right? Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about me. So I started my spiritual journey heavy in about 2019, and it kind of hit me out of nowhere because I am a person that was really organized. I worked in corporate America for like over 13 years. I was slotted to have these certain positions that were high, really pretty high ranking of positions. I always end up with the in the corner office with the CEO or something like that, and it was kind of weird to me because nobody celebrated me my whole life, so I didn't know how to celebrate myself, which is very sad. However, I'm learning. So I'm going to clarify these cards with the T tarot and see what it says. So the first one out is divine, right? And when I know this says vine, VINE, but I hear the divine. So when you're taking this risk, just know that the divine is actually going out on your behalf. Like they're paving a way, they're showing you which way to go. And sometimes the way that we're being led to go, it looks nothing like anything from our past, so it's scary. But it says, seek out the information that will help you, right? There's assistance there. It kind of reminds me of Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Y'all remember that fairy tale about Jack and the Beanstalk? Wow, I just went way back in time, but I love it. Okay, so anyway, I started my spiritual journey, got ripped out of corporate America, and then I went and started my own business. Had no desire really to start my own business, but I can remember sitting at Humana at my desk and thinking, oh my God, Jenny, you are so creative and you're wasting this shit, right? And I'm going to tell you how I really started to tap in and started to see how it worked out in the workplace. I started a workout group, right? So in my office, I would coordinate like all the 5K races we did. I would coordinate like gym times. I would make sure people had like motivational quotes up on the board. One time we even had like a plank challenge, right? And so many people in the office joined the plank challenge that it was crazy. I had just had my first son, and my stomach didn't come back like I wanted to, and I was insecure about my stretch marks, right? And so I was like, I'm gonna work out or whatever. And I just started going to the park across from the office, just working out every day. And I remember like two other girls just joining me. Like we even like hired a fitness person to come in and do fitness with us. It was the shit, okay? Because I was living in El Paso, Texas. And if you don't know nothing about El Paso, Texas, baby, the Mexican food is off the fucking chain, okay? So Taco Tuesday can be every day. Like Tequila Tuesday can be every fucking day, right? Tecate Tuesday can be every day. And it was sometimes. So anyway, started my spiritual journey, started my own business. At that time, I really did have really bad PTSD with the Army. When I say really bad, I never wanted to go on post. I didn't want to see anybody in uniform. If my then husband came in the house like with his uniform on, I'm like, take that shit off outside, right? And so of course when I get this contract, I go right back on post, right? The biggest contract out there for this company was on post, and we got granted the contract. So we go on post. I find myself just really resetting my nervous system around soldiers. And then it happened in the middle of COVID, right? And in the middle of COVID in the commissary in El Paso, you had soldiers there with guns. Like it was real in the grocery store. And so I kind of just reset my nervous system. I acknowledged what was wrong, and I went from there, right? So the healing process really began. Not only that, my spouse at the time, we were working hand in hand in the business. So now I go from being separated from my spouse to in the same house again with my spouse on my healing journey, and it was different. And to work with your spouse for 14, 16 hours a day, it was taxing, right? And I started to see where him and I didn't have the same ideals. We didn't have the same work ethic. We didn't have the same drive. You know what I'm saying? Because the one territory we had in my heart, I wanted all three territories. Like I had already received it. However, he didn't know how to manage people, so he couldn't see it because he wanted to do everything by himself, right? Um, which is cool. I digress off that. Okay, the next card. Get back to the basics, right? And it's funny because right before I got in this video, my oldest child, Raymond, he had a feather in his hair, and I was like, oh, here go the bullshit, right? Back to the basics. And when I say back to the basics, for me, this is spirituality, right? What really makes you happy? What makes you drive? What makes you shine? Whatever that is, get back to it. And so on the bottom of the deck, we got teardrops, right? And it's great personal sorrow. You can't give a damn fuck who don't like it when you jump off this cliff. Like this is your life. This is your chance. This is you right here, right? And so we had a lot of cards pop out. So I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more because I didn't plan on this being long, but whatever, just let spirit flow. Um just know that you're protected, your angels, your guides. Some of you work with the ascended masters. And what you're going to start seeing is that you're not going to get as many messages from your ancestors. Um, and not even really a lot of your guardian angels. You're going to get messages straight from the ascended masters, right? And it's high level information. Don't be afraid. Don't shy away from it. Sit on it. I challenge you to journal on it, right? As I look in my background, that piece up there with the anchor, the cross, and the heart, I made that like 3 years ago, right? And I put it up in my house or whatever. And I was like, one day I'm gonna do a podcast, and I want my stuff up, my tool, the stuff that I work with, the stuff that's been there with me through it. And so as I was getting ready for this, I heard Spirit say, just hang it up. And there are other things that I wanted to hang up. I wanted to hang up some of my paintings. I love painting. So I'm one of those people. I channel through journaling, automatic writing, through painting. I'm basically always channeling some type of information for somebody. Okay. This is dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So for me, because this fell up under the Page of Swords, which is the battle card, you want to be careful of this person, right? Know that, right? Notice it came out up under it. You got the victory, but you have to believe that you have the victory, because whoever this person is um, very manipulative, right? I don't know if you can see her eyes, but she kind of wants things her way. And when I see eyes like that, ew, I don't trust it. I'll just be honest, I don't trust it. All these cards are jumping out. But I mean really jump. Okay, so for ooh, they don't want me to get this out. For somebody, your cup is about to run over. This is the cup card. It says you should accept valid criticism, right? Just because criticism is valid doesn't mean that people get to disrespect you. People get to go all over your boundaries. Like, no, that's not what we're doing here. You have to stand in your power. Always know who you are at your core. Never deviate away from what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what other people are going to say. Okay, the cards are flying out. One more. Okay, Carrie, here we go. Opportunity or windfall. Opportunity or windfall. And for whoever this is for, receive that, because it's crazy that I went for Caribbean food and the carrots were so good. Oh my God, they were so good. And I was like, I haven't had carrots in forever. Like, catch you your windfall, baby. Open your arms, make room, clear out the old. It's a new season. Do you still have Halloween stuff up? Are you still keeping your mask on? Like, baby, take your mask off. What future say? Mask off. Fucking mask off. You gotta take it off. You gotta be you. You gotta be authentic, okay? So a few things that I'm gonna let you know, because I know a lot of people do know me, but I'm new to platforms like TikTok and stuff like that, and even YouTube, because I dismantled my YouTube from my other healing business. But like, be you unapologetically. We need that version of you. I need that version of you, because you have something stored away, locked away in your soul that this world needs. And it's important to us. It's important to us that you get through this battle. It's important to us that you see yourself the way the divine sees you. It's important that you speak your truth, even if you feel like nobody is listening. It's important that you show up as your most authentic self. Okay? And let me tell you what I mean, most authentic self. Sometimes y'all gonna catch me on here with a hat. And then sometimes you're gonna catch me on here with a prayer scarf. It just depends. It depends on what is rocking my boat that day. Because at the end of the day, this is my earth experience. I get to do whatever I want to with this experience. I can create whatever I want to, whenever I want to. Because remember this, the power is inside your mind. And no matter how well somebody knows you, they don't know what's going on in your mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't know the struggles that you have been through that gave you the strength to have the building blocks to even be on this level. Like, some of us, we have been through some shit. And we don't look like half the shit we have been through. Okay? I don't look like my healing journey. Baby, I was a mess. Like, I could tell you that I came into this realm to clear up bloodline shit. Like, I was kicking over shit like, bitch, this can't go. We breaking that curse. Nope, we not doing that no more. No, that's not coming to my kids. No, this shit stops with me. Because that's what I decided. I decided that I don't like instability. I decided that I don't like being around people that I feel like don't love me, don't support me, don't honor me. Not on a 3D level, on a soul level. Do you honor the God in other people? Can you honor their gift? Can you honor their craft without getting jealous? Can you give them constructive criticism that doesn't come from anger or jealousy, that just comes from universal light and love? Again, I'm Kundalini Goddess. You can catch me on TikTok. You can catch me on YouTube. And of course, you can catch me on Instagram. I love you guys.